Good morning, everybody. Y'all excuse me for smacking. Just finished eating some breakfast before my client comes. Y'all listen, when I say I woke up and I just been so rejuvenated, I've been rejuvenated. I'm so excited. We're scrolling on Facebook. I had woke up 4 days this morning like I always do, and posting my good morning quotes or whatever to everybody. And I was scrolling and saw one of my friends, I call him bro, and he had made a post about starting his own business. Excuse me, y'all. And whenever I see anything like that, I get so excited because to me, in my spirit, God has placed, this is our season. Entrepreneurs, us black people, this is our season. I know we're in the pandemic and everything like that, but don't get discouraged by what's going on around you, because when God is for you, it's like nothing. No matter what's going on around you, God is still going to bless you to be the cream of the crop. And I got so excited, and I was like, and I posted on his post, and I said, I love it with a heart, and I said, go for it. And I know he like, I don't need you to tell me that, but it's always good to know that there is people behind you, backing you, pumping you up, cheering for you. Because a lot of times in business, and when you're getting ready to start something, you kind of iffy. You know what I'm saying? That fear sets in. But I tell anybody, step out on faith and not fear, because the enemy is not going to put nothing in your spirit that's going to cause you to have a better life. The enemy is not going to put anything in your spirit that cause you to be able to break these generational curses where we're working on somebody else's job. And I'm not knocking about working on anybody's job, because I think I've had probably out of my whole entire life 3 like what you call regular jobs working for people. And I just noticed that I didn't like it. So at a young age, I started being an entrepreneur, doing hair and different things like that. But when I see all of these people, our people, black people, coming out and being entrepreneurs, their own business owners, it does my heart some good, because we're stepping out on faith. So even during this pandemic, I say go for it. Whatever it is that God placed in your heart, go for it. I always tell people I have my 6 P's or my 5 P's. That's pray about it. If God placed it in your spirit and you're questioning some things, ask God to make it clear for you. Pray about that situation. God, order my steps on how should I get from point A to point B. Then begin to plan. Write the vision and make it plain. Write out your vision. Write out your goals. Write out your plans. Begin to plan that thing, and then begin to prepare yourself for that. What are the steps that I need to take to get this business started? Whatever, even in life, period, just whatever it is that you want to do in life, what are the steps? So pray first about everything. Don't move on emotions, because we get so caught up in it. A lot of times we see somebody else doing it and we be like, oh, we could do it better, but that ain't your calling or your season. But when God done placed something in your life, God has given some of us multiple gifts, and we're just sitting on it. And to me, a gift or a vision or a dream is like, it's like God is saying, this is something I'm giving to you. You didn't even earn it, but I'm just giving it to you. And when we don't use those gifts, it's like a slap in God's face to say, you know what? I don't even want this. I don't want this. God gives you those gifts to turn around and be a blessing, to multiply that gift. So don't look at what's going on around you. Don't look at how many other people are doing it. Good morning, Katina. Don't look at how many other people are doing it. Same thing. But God has created some uniqueness in you that's going to set you apart. Not to say that you're going to be better than somebody else, but God is going to give you your own creative skills. It's 1,000,001 hairstylists and barbers, life coaches, and it does not matter. God said, I give you your gift, your uniqueness, and you walk in it. No, I'm not that prim and proper life coach. I'm that loud one, that radical one, because I'm so excited about what God has done for me, to me, and through me. So when I talk about it, I get excited about it. And I know it seems like I'm yelling at y'all, but I'm not. But when I see my sisters and my brothers walking in faith and not in fear, because the enemy want to hold you back, But God said that he wants you to use those blessings, those gifts that you have in you, the ones that he gave you, because he wants you to turn around and build up a legacy, an empire for your children and your children's children and your children's children, that it could keep on going on and going on. But if you stay stagnated in that mindset, the enemy wants you to stay in this mindset that I'm good at this job, I'm a set up for retirement. But you could do your own retirement and have your own business and begin to train your children and your grandchildren and bring them up in the business. So they have that mindset to always have their own. So 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road, they don't have a business or a company coming to tell them we no longer need you because you done got too old. Or we could turn around and hire 2 or 3 people to take your place. Because that's what happens in the corporate world. So this morning, I say go for it. If God has placed something in you and he's stirring up something in you, don't sit on it. Go for it. If God say open up that business, go for it. Go for it. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Don't question it. You ain't even got to go asking people. You already know what God gave you. You already know the vision and the dream God gave you. Now it's time for you to begin to prepare for that thing. It's time for you to begin to pray about that thing. God, put people in my path that can help me get to this level. Because let me tell you something about individuals. When people see that you're getting ready to bloom and blossom, not everybody now, come on, not everybody. People will begin to attach themselves to your anointing, your gift, your blessing, because they want to ride the rodeo, but they don't want to do the duty behind it. They just want to test because they want to be seen. So you got to be very careful and ask God, give me the spirit of discernment so I know who is for me and who is against me. Because sometimes, honey, that wolf come in sheep clothing and act like they clapping you on and they cheering you on, and behind your back they're hating. They're upset about God is blessing you. So be careful about who you share your dreams and vision. And yes, we all know that what God has for us is for us, and no enemy can stop it. That's the truth. But we got to be wise enough to know that we cannot sit around and tell all of our business. Yeah, some things you got to keep under wraps. Yeah, I share a lot of things with y'all, and I'm transparent because God done gave me clarity and clearance on saying, okay, you can say this, but that right there, you keep that to yourself. That's between me and you. But I say go for it. God wants you to take that leap of faith. And I was just saying this on the other day. I didn't say it yesterday because I was so busy and I didn't get a chance to go live to talk to y'all. But I got a split second before my client comes. So if it feel like I'm talking fast, excuse me. But I want to get it in because I want to bless somebody on this morning. Go for it. Yeah, get up and go for it. Whatever it is. I know my blessing, and I've been walking in this calling, but I kind of got detoured and I got off task. Because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. But eventually you got to come back to what it is that God told you need to be doing. Yeah, my friend said this yesterday. She said, sis, you wasn't in your ram. She said, your ram is ministry. She said, you wasn't in your ram. You was out here trying to do everything you wanted to do, but you was not working in your calling. When I first met you, you was a motivator, you was an encourager, and this was way back when I opened up my first salon in 2001. She said that was your calling. She said then you got off task because of hurt and pain. Get out of your emotions. Yeah, and in this business, when you get ready to open up your business, you may not get the support of your family and your so-called friends or your frenemies or whatever the case may be. But it's okay because guess what? God gave me a word when it came to that. I was so disappointed because I got people here from my dad's side and my mom's side. But a lot of people was not supporting me the way I felt like they should support me. But God said as long as he is your entourage, he got you. Don't worry about that. All you got to do is keep on walking by faith. Yeah, not by fear, because fear will keep you still stagnated in the same place, in the same circumstance, in the same situation, in the same mindset, to be slave mentality to yourself. It ain't the people. Don't worry about those. You got to put on earmuffs. Spiritual earmuffs. Anybody from up north, they know spiritual earmuffs. You got to close out the world and hear God's voice only. So whatever it is that God placed in your heart, those gifts, because I say gifts, God just don't get that one. It come attachments, multiple gifts. Whatever it is that God placed in your heart to do. Yeah, you might working on a 9-to-5 job. It's okay because we got to eat, honey. Yeah, we got to eat. But pray about that situation. Don't go running to your friends that they ain't studying that. Don't go running to sometime your family, but just pray about that and say, Lord, I need to hear you. Let me tell you how God works too. God will give you confirmation. You've been praying and talking to God about some things in private, just you and him, because you know he don't tell our business. We tell our business, or the friends and the frenemies that we got, they go tell our business. But God don't tell your business. So when you go to God in secret and you telling God all about the things, Lord, how should I do this? What should I do, God? I feel this and I know you telling me this, but God, how should I work this thing? Lord, I need you to order my steps. Let me tell you what God will do. He do it to me all the time. I said, God, send me a sign. All of a sudden, it could be somebody from out of the women. I haven't told anybody about this. And all of a sudden, somebody will come and send a text message, or they may call me, or I might run into somebody. And they say, sis, you know you've been on my mind, and such and such and such and such and such. And I'm looking like, and God said, there it is. There, you want a confirmation? There it is. And it's from the most unlikely people. It could be through this live. Yeah, it could be through this live. It could be through a message you've seen on social media that's letting you know that you need to begin to walk in your calling. You need to begin to walk in your anointing, because whatever gift God give you, that's an anointing. That's your calling. And you're going to do good in it when you stop walking in fear. I just said this the other day. God wants us to be like those children, you know, the ones that be jumping on the bed. Back in the days, we used to jump on the bed, right? We used to be jumping on the bed. And when your parent come in the room, whether your mother or your father, and he say, come on, baby, come on, come on. Yeah. That child never look and say, okay, there's a distance between this bed and my parent. All they do is jump, because they know mama or daddy gonna catch them, right? Because they say, come on, mama, daddy got you, right? And then they turn around and they never let your feet hit the ground, okay? Then after they catch you, then they place you down on the ground of the territory they want you to conquer, right? But that's how God does us. God said, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, jump out of that box. Come on, jump out of that safety ram that you comfortable with. That job that you know ain't for you. That relationship you know ain't for you. I've been hearing you pray that you want to be your own boss. I've been hearing you pray saying you want to be married. I've been hearing you pray you want to be a parent. For those ones that want to have kids and feel like they can't have them. Yeah, God said he'll open up that womb, baby. God will do that. Or God will put you in a place, in a position to be a mother to a child that you never gave birth to, but he will put you in that place. Yeah, that job that you so hate, God will turn around and he begin to rattle the cages, because you're not going to leave on your own because you're so scared. Listen, this is a faith walk. You hear me? When you become an entrepreneur, honey, you got to be like that child. When God said, come on, baby, and you jumping, yeah, you can't look, and then, because guess what? You ain't going to run with full force. But when you looking at God and God said, come on, you don't see no space. God don't want you to see no space. All he wants you to do is see him. Just take it on. Come on. Go for it. Go for it. Trust him. God said, I'll make a way out of no way for you. I'll clean the path for you. But you got to begin to walk by faith and obedience. And God will bless you like none other. Don't worry about what those say. They may say you crazy. You about to do that? Yes. Yes, I don't have a logical God. I don't serve a logical God. And God will begin to bless you. Don't let the enemy play with your mind on today. The word that I have for you is go for it. Whatever God done placed in your heart, whatever vision, whatever dream God done given you is for you. Begin to pray about the situation and ask God to order your steps in whichever way you should go, right? Yeah, not go to your friends and get their advice. Pray to God and ask God, God, show me. You've given me the gift. You've given me the vision. You've given me the dream, God. Now show me how to conquer it. Show me how to obtain it, God. And God will do that for you if you listen. Then you turn around and you begin to plan. You begin to write down the vision of everything that it is that you want to do. And you write it down and you pray over that plan. Then after God gave you clearance, then you begin to prepare for that. If it's that you need certification, go get it. If you need a degree for it, go get it. If you need a building, start saving for it. Get yourself situated, your credit, whatever the case may be. Begin to prepare for that. And after you begin to prepare for it, and it's on the road, then all of a sudden now you begin to promote it. Coming soon. Yeah, speaking it into existence as if it was already coming soon. You don't give a date though, because you might put a date. And God said I was going to do it earlier than that. What you doing? Yeah. Say coming soon. And then after you begin to turn around and say coming soon, then you begin to push and promote like none other. But you steady putting coming soon. And then when God give you that finished date, then you say coming such and such 2021. Yeah. Yeah. And then after all of that, then you begin to give God praise in advance. Yeah. For what he has done for you, to you, and through you. And watch God move. So my word for you today is, don't walk in fear. Walk in faith. Be like that kid jumping on that bed. And God said, come on, baby. Take that leap of faith and know that God is not going to let you fall. He's not. And he's not going to add sorrow to the blessings. But if you be obedient and faithful to what it is that God called you to do, God will make room for you, and God will bless you like none other, because it's going to push you right into the favor of God. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I got to finish getting situated for my client, and I hope y'all have a safe weekend, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.